guys, we're here in Hamilton Island today, travelling around with the golf buggies. So let's get around and let's see what we can find. Let's get going. Howdy guys, and welcome to our last 2021 agency update, coming to you this month from the beautiful Hamilton Island. We're here on a company retreat to put our feet up after a monster year. Filled to the brim with new faces in the team, new processes, a brand new office, and new clients keeping us on our toes. But also, we're here to recharge and come back even stronger in 2022. Throughout the peaks and troughs of this year, one thing that has remained consistent, and that's you. We really appreciate your support over the past year and hope that in one way or another, we've been able to inspire you to better market, sell to, and service your people. We certainly hope this because we're sure as hell not stopping now. It's moving everywhere. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the wildest 10 seconds that I've ever done. Not only did we power through 7 kegs of beer and 40 bags of coffee this year, Neighbourhood have also worked alongside 57 different clients to help them optimise systems and processes to help them better connect with their customers. Did we really do that?
Yeah.
Did you check that?
Yeah.
7 kegs of beer. We're pretty sure those stats are unrelated. As well as Maddie, Jacinta, Cam and Barna, we've welcomed some other fresh faces into the office. And we don't just mean the 4 new dogs in the office, Billy, Maggie, Millie and Puck. We're talking about the other superstars from the internship program. Maddie and Josh came through to learn the ropes of how a best practice marketing agency works, giving them the rundown on content to video marketing through to client management, both walking away being HubSpot and Neighbourhood certified. Stay on the lookout if you're nearby in the Hood, and we're keen to get involved as we're looking to bring back our Hoodlums internship program in 2022. I'll now pass you on to each of the guys who will give you a wrap up of all that's made our marketing, sales and service strategies this year one to remember.
Am I in frame enough? I look like I'm in proportion with the frame. This year, Neighbourhood looked to remain creative while building onto the foundations laid in 2020. It's safe to say that a bunch of light camera gear with a touch of trusting allowed Neighbourhood to deliver consistent quality video production. A lot was produced this year, and we aren't just talking about the tears from Liv and I wiping SD cards or never hitting the record button. We're talking about the 72 videos we've managed to pump out alongside our very talented editing team, Norm Productions, and our main man Vlad. Reaching the equivalent of 120 days in watch time, we've managed to pick up over 1,200 new neighbours that are subscribed to our channel, which is honestly wild. Beyond what it means to us, we're able to see one of our more attractive sources from YouTube search has been people on the hunt for learning how to develop creative content. With working from home becoming the new normal, creating attractive content as the world moves more digital seems to be the focus niche for the year and presumably 2022. When considering how to do this, we'd suggest getting involved in video marketing. It's more digestible, provides another channel to service your customers, and stats show 87% of video marketers reported that video gives them a positive ROI. Beyond allowing you to display your business's creative edge, you can now have content that can be used through every stage of the buyer's journey, from attracting to converting. Video content helps you cement your authority as a knowledge leader in your industry. Speaking of which, if you're keen to sharpen up on how you convert and sell to your customers, tune in into our next Summer of Selling episode with Brad Hooker from Mutual Organics as we run through how to influence buyer behavior through his top sales tools. It's absolutely free, so there's no excuse not to get around this opportunity. We go live on the 20th of January, so see you there. Though, if you're in need of some guidance for nailing your creative content, give us a shout. We're more than keen to help you out.
Cam, what's more tropical?
Sunny's on.
Sunny's on? Yeah. Recording? Discovering new ways to best connect with customers is something we seriously love, especially when we can implement those best practices with our clients. However, great content needs to be paired with great delivery. One way we've been able to deliver best practices this year is through the power of events and webinars. I'm having to use one hand for two. Across 2021, Neighbourhood have conducted 4 virtual hug events, ranging from sales to web design, and have racked up over 260 attendees in the process. This year, webinars became an intuitive way to host interactive events regardless of the location, helping improve brand awareness, stimulate revenue, and establish yourself as an expert in your industry niche. Particularly useful for your sales funnel, webinars are a fantastic lead magnet as it's a more personalized and interactive experience, all while giving you an opportunity to nurture leads into potential conversions. Beyond customer facing, it's also a fraction of what it would cost for an in-person delivery and allows you to repurpose the content. An example being Neighbourhood's webinar page, where you can learn best practices on demand or create snippets of key points covered for socials. I'm keeping it. We did this for our first speaker on our Summer of Selling series with James from Plungy, using just a 1-minute snippet of an hour-long video event. We racked up close to 4 hours worth of watch time and 1,400 impressions. Though creative content needs to be curated for the right buyer, not just the right audience. I'll hand over now to Jacinta, who'll run you through how we were able to better connect with them in 2021. Over to you, teens.
Quick, the sunset's going. It's a short one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
7 minutes later.
Oh my God. Oh my God. With over 4,000 hours of billable times clocked this year for our 57 unique clients, one question stood true for the majority. How can we better engage with our customers? To best service your customers, you need to understand them from their buyer behavior to what channels they use to interact with your brand. This is where buyer personas come into play. Ranking in our top 10 videos for this year, as well as making a feature in our most recent HubSpot user group event, discovering the intricacies of each of your buyer profiles pays dividends. Rather than putting the target audience as focus, narrow down to the target buyer. Take your email marketing as an example, something that has a ridiculous 4,200% return on investment. Instead of pushing the same lead nurturing email to your entire database, you can segment by individual buyer personas and tailor your messaging to meet exactly what each of your consumers want to hear. Utilizing personas for personalization can bump your click-to rates by 14% and conversions by 10%. Proof in the pudding, we've implemented an estimated 50 buyer personas for our clients across the year. Using marketing personas can make websites up to 5 times more effective, which could be said for why website traffic has grown by over 40% in 2021. If you're keen to supercharge your marketing efforts, we'll include a link to our free buyer persona workshop below with Kylie Johansson from Max Contact, running you through how to create and implement them in your marketing strategy. I'll now pass you on to Geordie, who'll fill you in on some things we did to improve our sales strategy this year.
With more inquiries comes more opportunity for human error. We were looking for a proposal software that would negate the need for lengthy design and development time and allow us to send out beautifully curated documents by simply clicking a few buttons. Quilla allowed us to do that this year. Quilla is an intuitive web-based proposal software that gives personality and reporting functionality to a previously mundane PDF-style process. With dense, customizable capabilities, it's allowed Neighbourhood to stay on brand while offering an insight into how the recipient actually interacts with the document. Perhaps they took their time looking over the pricing longer than other areas. With this knowledge, you can arm yourself in your next meeting with more information to get them over the line. Quilla's managed to reduce time to close by 20% and has been used to win more than $1 billion in deals. So we'll let the numbers speak for themselves. Keen to learn more though? Well, we're getting Mark Tanner, the co-founder of Quilla, on our Summer of Selling series to discuss how he's integrated his sales knowledge and tools into the software. So stay tuned in the new year to register for this free event.
Speaking of which, if you've heard us name drop the Summer of Selling series quite a bit, it's because we're just a little proud that we've got the opportunity to invite some of the best in the sales business from that past 24 months to give us an insight on the tools and processes that they've used to progressively scale their businesses. As Liv mentioned, webinars are a stellar way to connect, educate, and nurture your leads. And for that, we jumped on board with Demio for our Summer of Selling series. Demio has allowed us to create live and automated events with customizable landing pages, tracking capabilities like viewers' average focus time, all while offering API integration with HubSpot, so you're able to import your leads straight into the HubSpot CRM. So how does that help us? Well, now we're able to touch base with the people that have shown prior interest and share similar campaigns that might help them find, sell, and keep their people.
While we'd been crossing our fingers that we'd left COVID in 2020, we were met with the rude awakening in 2021 that we were not out of the woods just yet. While it's been an immensely stressful time for many in the business world, there have been some silver linings. The new work from home model for companies globally means that flexible work options aren't just a nice to have anymore, they're expected. In making this model work for everyone, software like Avoma makes the process easier. Avoma is a meeting assistant with conversation intelligence that automatically records, transcribes, and provides AI-generated summary notes. This software allows everyone to have eyes over meetings, both internal and external, so that we can align on meeting outcomes and put time back in our day to do better work. Considering Neighbourhood recorded over 369 hours in meetings this year, it's become an absolute game changer. Becoming one of our top sales enabling tools this year, with Avoma, we were able to align sales to service with referring to recorded shorthand transcripts, offering advice on how to tackle our client's situation at hand, and never letting vital details slip through the cracks. I'm now going to throw to Bana, who's going to chat about how we kept spirits high and the team tight-knit this year.
All right, I really want to put this in my hair, but I don't know if it's going to work. Does that work?
Yeah.
To create great results for our clients, we need to foster a great team. The best way to do that and to keep your employees around for longer is to prioritise making the environment they work in the best it can be. We've done this by keeping an anti-agency-like schedule, doing team building activities in amazing locations like Tangalooma, rewarding and recognising the little wins of our staff, and regularly conducting mental health check-ins. If this year has taught us anything, it is that being mindful is key to progress. So utilising software like 15Five, the team and I met every fortnight to discuss how they're going and how I can empower them to do better in the following fortnight. A total of 221 check-ins were submitted between Trav and myself. That's 221 times we've had the opportunity to express how we could best support them and their lives at work as well as their personal lives, so we could best nurture an environment they love being in 5 days a week. That's also why we have Retreat. It's an opportunity for us to relax and unwind, but also come together as a team and recognise how far each of us have come. So on that note, we've got some news. Oh, what did I just say? We've got some waves. So on that note, we've got some waves to surf and some Pinots to drink. Looking forward to seeing you in the new year.
So what's one piece of advice that's got me through to this year is that stick with it and test, because gradually as you get on and on, you'll eventually get there. And I think our video marketing is a testament to that. At the very start, I think Liv and I both just were like, what are we doing and why are we putting so much time and effort into it? We've grown our channel so much, and we've got so many people writing in and visiting our site and downloading. So stick with it, improve, and just completely stick with it.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Just changing your dialogue, I find, would set you up in the long run. Believing that you'll do something rather than just potentially thinking that you might be able to definitely helps. What's one piece of advice that's got you through this year?
Oh, thanks for asking. Came off, hold up. I would say that calm seas never made a skilled sailor.
One piece of advice that got me through the year was to embrace my weirdness.
I don't know if it's like a saying or kind of standard advice, but probably just get it done. Because if you leave something and leave it to the last minute, it's just gonna be weighing on you and you're not gonna get it done, so get shit done. Snip it, done.
What is one piece of advice that's got me through 2021? If you ain't first, you're last. I think it's probably good advice to make sure that you're doing things, make sure you're not the second person to do anything, because then you're too late.
Shake it back, baby.
Magic man.
Maddie, what's one piece of advice that's got you through 2021?
Okay, how can I do more than what is expected of me? So always going out of my way to be doing more or helping out more people more. Did you get it?
Yeah, we got it. You can continue from that, you don't have to explain anymore. But one piece of advice that's got you through 2021?
Ooh, it's not fresh advice, but a saying. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be worth it.
And that wraps up our last agency update for 2021. Thank you for making this one of our best yet. We appreciate your support and hope that you enjoy a well-deserved time off. And we'll see you in 2022, baby. We put the babies.